Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew and let's get to the show.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me get her out of my heart. Bow, 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 boom. Help me, Rusty. Help me, Rusty. Help me, Daily Grind. Get her out of my heart. Welcome to the Daily Grind. I am your host. Shout out to Beach Boys. I am your host, Luke Hatmaker. And it is Friday. We made it to the weekend, y'all. We made it. It's Friday. I got Rusty with me. How are you, sir? How are you on this very special Friday?
I am good, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here in Memphis, Tennessee. Grateful to be alive, one day closer to the weekend. And Luke, shout out to our boy Wayno. I was watching an Australian cooking show last night, right? And they were getting to the portion of the show where they're making desserts, right? And so Aussie cooking shows are wild anyway, but get to the point, they're making the desserts, they're whipping it up, and he makes this really nice meringue. And everybody claps in the audience, which was weird because I thought Aussies normally boomerang. Ah! Ba-da-da! Welcome to the Daily Grind.
You can't see how I'm sitting in my chair, brother, but I was literally like, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh my God, that's great. That's so that Venn diagram is crazy for that pun, brother. That is amazing.
Kind of round around, but we got there, Dad.
Oh my God, I love it. For those of you joining us for the first time, welcome to the show. And shout out for those of you in the comments. Like us, fellas and lady. I see you, Maggie. Before we continue, I've got a very special announcement to make, y'all. Shout out to our newest sponsor. You might notice them at the bottom of the screen here. Shout out to FanDuel, our newest sponsor here at Daily Grind at Bluff City Media. They've come on board with us. So you will be seeing FanDuel Sportsbook a lot. A big part of our show, my show, your show, the Anthony Sane show. It's going to be a part of all of our shows in a very, very, very major way. So check them out, y'all. We're so excited about this. It's going to be an awesome partnership, a unique sponsorship. If you bet, make sure you use FanDuel Sportsbook. They're the best. They're the best.
Why wouldn't you? Why would you not use them, right? I listen, man, we've been sitting on this for like a week or so now. We had our call earlier this week. This is going to be an incredible opportunity for us. I got on FanDuel's app, was playing with it some this week. It's super user-friendly. It's very easy. I made a bet. I've already lost $5 on it. Made a home run bet yesterday just to see what it was all about. I had a 3-leg home run bet. 2 hit, 1 didn't. I was 1 short of $350. But the point is, it was easy to use. FanDuel makes you feel like you're a part of the game through their online betting app. Super easy. Check them out. FanDuel.com.
FanDuel.com, y'all. And they're going to help us out on our discussion today because we are going to continue our sojourn. This is the last time I have to think of a synonym for the word trip, sojourn, vacation around the league. I like sojourn. We have been making a sojourn around the league. We are grading the off seasons of all the teams because there were other teams that had off seasons.
Yeah.
We have made our way to the Central Division, the last division that we need to talk about, the division smack dab in the middle of the country. I guess that's why it's called Central. Get more creative, Adam. Let's talk about the 3 teams left. Yesterday, we talked about the Cavs, the Pacers. Today, we're going to continue that discussion. I don't want to start in alphabetical order because that means we have to start with the Bulls. So we are going to start with the Detroit Pistons. A team that we both really liked last season. The team that finished, where did they finish? I should have 5th. The 5th seed. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, 5th. 4th. No, 6th because they played the they played the Knicks. It was a great series. Their current odds, head over to FanDuel, y'all. Check this out. This is on FanDuel. They just dropped these yesterday, which is awesome. The Detroit Pistons currently, their odds to win the NBA Central Division are at plus 700. Their offseason, here's what their offseason looked like. They are starting 5. Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. Projected starting 5. They also have Marcus Sasser, Duncan Robinson, Karis LeVert, Ron Holland, Paul Reed, beef stew. They are way under the apron. They've got 157 million projected salary. Lindy Waters, the third, is they got a couple. I mean, no big free agents to speak of, really. Ivy and Jalen Duren are both extension eligible. They've got their vet minimum. They've got a couple exceptions left. I
think their big summer acquisitions are going to be getting Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren healthy. Say that 5 times fast, right? Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren. Getting healthy, right? Because they were both banged up down the stretch last year, and neither of them super available in the playoffs. They didn't need to do an overhaul, Luke. This was the definite in your retooling and rebooting section. We were just like, hey, you just got to just retool around the edges. It ain't a hard reboot. It ain't a hard reset. And they, the only thing they're going to be missing is, Wayne has already brought it up here, is Malik Beasley, right? Speaking of FanDuel, Malik Beasley is no longer with the Detroit Pistons as he's under a federal investigation for throwing some games and betting on himself. That's the only thing that's going to hurt is where is that shooting going to come from? Because he had a historic season last year, Luke, finishing in the top 8 all-time three-point seasons. I believe it was either top 8 or top 9 all-time three-point seasons last year. Was just an absolute bucket off the bench for this Pistons team. But they are really good. They got a lot of young, good players in Ivy and Duren. Obviously, Cade Cunningham is a star in this league, and he is just baby steps away from being an elite-level superstar. He's the guy that you can count on to carry a team when you need him. And we saw it in that Knicks series. They were just banged up a little bit. And so for me, the biggest acquisitions this summer, again, are the health of Ivy and Duren. Keeping this team together minus Malik Beasley, Luke, was probably the best thing they could have done.
I tend to agree with you because you have to think as well. I would also think one of the, getting those two guys healthy, and also Asar taking another leap and continuing the season. Because, I mean, he ended his season almost on the same trajectory that his brother was having, and it's like, if you look at their big quote unquote acquisitions are the health of the two guys you mentioned, Asar taking a leap. And that's not to mention the off the bench scoring they're going to get with Karis LeVert and Duncan Robinson. I mean, Duncan Robinson is far removed from his years as an absolute sniper. But between him and Karis LeVert, you got to imagine you can get enough scoring, enough shooting to cover what you're losing with Malik Beasley. I would imagine. And he was going to get a new contract. Shout out King Meeks. I mean, I think that was pretty guaranteed until this came out.
I like Duncan Robinson off the bench for this team. I think he can be that second line bucket getter for him. He can get to the rim. He can facilitate and seize the floor really well. You're right. If Azor can take an Amen type leap, especially defensively, this team is just going to be elite. Cade Cunningham, again, is going to be an MVP in this league, given health, nothing screwy. Knock on wood. We wish well on nothing. We wish nothing but well on people. But I think Cade Cunningham is going to be something in this league. He's just so special with the basketball. It's fun to watch. You can just see him taking leaps and bounds last season. You get another offseason under the belt. And shout out JB Bickerstaff, former Memphis Grizzly, coming in, could have really tucked his tail and been upset when Cleveland moved off of him for Kenny Atkinson, right, to kind of lead that team on. But all he does is land on his feet, get buy-in, get a great team in Detroit. And so I love watching JB succeed. I liked him here in Memphis. I think, he just couldn't get over the hump, and that's kind of where he's been. But I like JB. We'll be rooting for him in the Eastern Conference. And, Luke, like we've said numerous times, man, the Eastern Conference is wide open next year.
Yes. And it's interesting to look at it, too, because I think – I'm glad you mentioned two guys that it's really funny. We hadn't talked about Cade or JB up until just now when you said their names. And this time last year, we were having the conversation. It was like, if Cade is that dude, we thought he was, but we were like, if he shows up and is that guy and makes another leap, if this team buys into JB, that's the first step. That's happened. Like you said, those check. We just got to keep watching how that flower blossoms now. It's up to the other guys. It's up to the Durans, the Ivies, the Thompsons. It's going to be these other dudes that they've got building out the roster. Oh, and I guess Tobias Harris is on this team too.
And here's a question for you. So he was taken in the first overall pick he was taken in 2021, right? He was one of the top 10 picks in 2021 by the Detroit Pistons. He was in a draft with like Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Suggs. Like, is there a guy in that draft that you would rather build around than Cade Cunningham, right? Like, I don't think so. I think he's a true two-way player, both ends of the floor. Sky's the limit with him, Luke. I truly think that Cade is going to be a special player in this league. And then if he can just get any kind of contribution, health from Duren and Ivy, contribution and growth from Thompson, Tobias Harris, as you mentioned, is going to be a great kind of savvy vet on that team. In a wide open Eastern Conference after a really strong all season when they really didn't do much, it was hard to be like, oh, this team gets an A+ because they, for signing Duncan Robinson. Like, I can't in good faith with all these wonderful people in the comments here on YouTube, on X, hanging out with us this morning, say that that's an A+ move. But I think the Pistons had a really good off season. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to give them a B+. Because
they didn't get squirrely. Right.
They didn't get squirrely, and I do think the Malik Beasley situation was a little. I think that would he have been able to replicate the shooting from last year? Probably not, but it's still it's shooting that would have been good.
And in a league that's starved for shooting, that needs shooters because it's going so 3-point heavy, a guy like Malik Beasley he was going to get a bag and would have been a contributor on this team.
Yep, I completely agree. I think a B, and If Duncan Robinson and Karis LeVert signings, if those hit like really well, this is an A.
Yeah.
Easy. It's an A. But it's like you said, with these beautiful people in the comments, I'm going to sit at my B+ for the time being.
Yeah.
Let's shuffle now to a team. Now we can go to the bad team. Let's talk about the Chicago Bulls, who so go over to FanDuel Sportsbook, y'all. Look at the odds to win the NBA Central Division. You will notice, and let's shout out the Cleveland Cavaliers are currently the favorites to win the division. We talked about them yesterday. They are at -380. The Pacers are at plus 2,900, which without Hallie makes sense. You look at the Chicago Bulls and FanDuel. I love you guys. I'm very excited about this partnership. I thought this was a typo. They are plus 190,000. 19,000. I added a zero.
But still,
19,000.
Look, I got half a mind to put $1 on them and just see what happens because those odds are just like it's hard. Like, that's insane. 19,000.
That's I'm not a smart man. Never have claimed to be a smart man. That
means for those of you keep it up at home, if you bet $100 on the Chicago Bulls to win the division next year, you would win $19,000 if they hit, which is just that's absurd.
That's absurd. Absurd. And here's the team that you would be betting on. Here's their offseason. They're starting 5 projected right now. And let me say, there's a big old Josh Giddey question mark on this right now. Because
not that Josh Giddey's going to move the needle a whole lot, but a little. Because that's no shade to Josh Giddey and his propensity to younger ladies, but that is a testament to how bad the team is around him.
Correct, because their projected starting 5 is Trey Jones, Kobe White, Kevin Huerter, Matas Bazelis. I knew I was going to.
I like Bazelis.
Bazelis and Nikola Vucevic. Vucimane. We like Vucimane. Then it gets a little. They have Ayo Dosunmu. They have Javon Carter. They have Dalen Terry, Isaac Okoro, Patrick Williams, Julian Phillips, Jalen Smith, Noah Asingwe, who got his claim to fame was he got murdered in Summer League by Johnny Furphy.
Stole that boy's soul.
Yep. And then Zach Collins. They are under the apron. Surprise, surprise. That's their team. They've got a bunch of guys extension eligible. They got all their exceptions. They just extended Billy Donovan. This team seems to be totally okay, just staying where they are, stuck in the middle, not doing anything.
If time travel was a real thing and you put me in a time machine and took me back 4 or 5 years ago and told me that the Chicago Bulls had DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball, and Alex Caruso, and you said, hey, they're about to trade all 4 of those guys 4 different players, assets. How do you think the Bulls would be heading into 2025? And I would be like, I mean, they've got to be one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference because those are 4 elite level ball players who can fetch incredible return from a pick standpoint, from player standpoint. Luke, how the hell do you have those players and not get anything back? Like, what are we doing? This is a masterclass in franchise mismanagement because not only did they trade all those guys, they didn't get a single pick in return for any of them. And they're so bad. Like, Josh Giddey is not going to save this team. Noah Asaj, whatever, left his soul on that court. Johnny Burpee snatched his chain, wig, soul, whatever you want to say. Like, Vucevic, they said if he can't reach a deal, they're going to just buy him out and let him walk. Like, what are you doing, Chicago? Like, as a kid growing up in the Jordan era, who, sidebar, is the greatest player to ever play professional basketball. You LeBron nerds can kick rocks.
Yep.
Like, the fall from grace for the Chicago Bulls team from what was 30 years ago is just wild, Luke. Because, like, 30 years ago, the Bulls were the pinnacle of professional basketball, and now they're going to run out a lineup like this. Like, I hope their season ticket packages cost the same as a box of Cracker Jacks because I would not pay any good money to go watch that team.
Man, I don't. So reading the roster and talking about what they've done, I was like, okay, that's D for you. And then you just tell me what you said, and it's like, oh, they didn't get diddly squat. And I kind of forgot about that. So,
I mean, I think it's squat.
Yeah, FanDuel, if we can make this 19,000 higher, that might be better because
I think the 190,000 might be more accurate than you said earlier.
Because they are bad, man.
Oh my God.
And like I feel if they let Vucci Mane just walk, F-, brother. Like this is this team gonna? Well, they won't be the worst team in the league because they'll somehow find a way to make the play in and be.
I mean, that's it because the Eastern Conference is so bad, and the Utah Jazz just trying and actively lose. So I mean, they're going to be the worst team in the league, but. Like, if there's ever a case for English Premier League, like, relegation, like, the Bulls should be a team that's relegated to the G League. Like, put them in the G League, bring the Memphis Hustle up, and let's play ball. Because, like, this team is just it's so sad, Luke, for what is, you know, a considered, and Wayno's right, like, outside of the Jordan era, the Bulls, like, historically aren't that great.
The Washington
but
Wizards.
Like, I mean, yeah, but like what is because of those Jordan rings considered just like a hoops haven. Like there's so many people that still walk around in Bulls jerseys because of those Jordan and Rodman and Pippen teams. Like the fall from grace is so sad, man. It truly, truly is to see how abysmal this franchise is.
Well, and you remember back when we were, 15 years ago. I mean, they were fun. They were fun to watch because they had nasty Nate Robinson. They had Carlos Boozer. They had Joakim Noah. Like that team was fun to watch.
It were, yeah.
But now they're not even fun to watch.
So if F is a fail, then an F- is F them Bulls because they are awful.
And can we hold them back? Is there a way to hold them back? It's like you said, regulate. It's like, listen, you guys got to compete in the NBA a little more before we. You got to play in the G League more before we let you keep going. So. Garbage can juice, King Meeks. That's nasty.
That's nasty. As somebody who had to spray out a garbage can this week because of some chicken that had been in it, like that's nasty. Nasty. That's nasty work.
I don't want to talk about the Bulls anymore. Let's talk about the Milwaukee Bucks, the last team that we need to grade their offseason. And this one is fun. The Bucks are currently, go over to FanDuel Sportsbook. Check these odds out, y'all. It's so fun. This is going to give us a lot to talk about. Their Milwaukee Bucks are currently, they have plus 950 odds to win the NBA Central Division next year over at FanDuel Sportsbook. Plus 950. This is where you start to get a little interesting, you know, for me in terms of these wagers, because they do still have Giannis. But let's look at their offseason. So I guess the big thing that we should mention was they waived and stretched Dame Lillard, who ruptured his Achilles, was not going to be playing next year. The rest of their roster, as is, here's their projected starting 5: Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent Jr., 2 juniors, they got Andre Jackson Jr. too. They got 3 juniors. Sidebar: a kid once asked me if I was Earnhardt Jr. in a hot tub, and he goes,
I can 100% see that. Sometimes I thought that.
He goes, "You junior," and I go, "Excuse me." He goes, "Are you junior?" And I go, "No, sir. I wish I was." It was one of my all-time moments because the kid was like, "You junior." Anyway, I digress. Gary Trent Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., Kyle Kuzma, the first, not junior.
Not the junior.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, Miles Turner. That was their big acquisition this year. Miles Turner was their big. Miles Turner, NBA Finals ghost.
Yeah,
ghost. Andre Jackson Jr., Gary Harris, AJ Green, Chris Livingston, Tyler Smith, Taurean Prince, Bobby Portis, Jericho Sims. You ready for me to try to pronounce your second round pick's name?
Let's go.
Bogolija Markovic.
That's the sound my plunger makes.
That's what it was, actually. You heard it in the background. They are below the apron. The Dame trade got them, or the Dame sign or wave and stretch got them far, far below that. Well, maybe not far. They're at $166 million projected salary. A couple guys, Kyle Kuzma's extension eligible, the Kuz.
And don't forget, former Memphis Grizzly great Cole Anthony is signing with the Milwaukee Bucks. Don't forget, all-time Memphis Grizzly Cole Anthony is going to sign with the Milwaukee Bucks because they need a point guard with Dame being out. And so what do? They go poach one of the greatest point guards in the history of the Memphis Grizzlies, Cole Anthony, who was a Grizzly for all of about 7 days.
How dare they? This is interesting. No matter how you slice it, Giannis is still one of the top 5 best players in the NBA.
Plus 950 again. For those of you that are new to it, that means if you bet $100, you would win $950 if the Bucks win the Central Division.
The division. We're talking about the division.
I'm going to go put a little money on that because anytime you have Giannis Antetokounmpo, you have about even odds to win a division because he is so electric on both ends of the floor. The Greek freak for a reason. Antetokounmpo is one of the best, the premier players in our game. I mean, anybody that can take 3 strides and 3 dribbles and go from free throw line to dunking on the other end is a freak level athlete. And, there was all the rumors. Is he leaving? Is he going? What are they going to do? Or are they going to build around him? And he ultimately decided to stay, which I'm like, wait, no, I don't really hate. I like the idea of him staying and being on this Milwaukee team. They didn't do a ton to build around him. They gave him a Miles Turner. I'm interested to see how that's going to be because, like in the playoffs, Miles Turner became a paint player. He got real nervous, and he just didn't shoot the ball super well from the outside. And so Giannis is kind of like Ja, like he can't have a lane clogger, right? He needs the ability to get to the rim. I'm curious how those two are going to work out together because the last time Miles Turner played along somebody who plays almost exclusively in the paint was Domantas Sabonis, and it didn't go very well, right? They ended up running Sabonis out of town. Yeah. So I'm curious how that's going to work. But if there's any semblance of that 3-point shot returning for Miles Turner, it's going to be great. Now, defensively, it's going to be elite. Miles Turner is an elite level rim protector, Luke. And you pair him and Giannis, and that's going to be a tough act to get to the rim.
Yep. And we're talking about, well, I guess this might be considered 2 conversations. We're talking about their offseason, which I think Miles Turner is one of those guys. It's almost like we got a sour taste in our mouth because the last time we saw him, he was a pumpkin in the playoffs. But a regular season edition, man, it's like you said, this is going to be if his shots falling, if this is an elite, their defense is going to be great. These odds of plus 950 are very tempting. I mean, they really don't have. I mean,
when you said to me yesterday, I wrote them down in my notebook and started because as I start making some bets for the coming NBA season on FanDuel Sportsbook, I am going to strongly consider this one to pick the Bucks as a dark horse to win the Central.
Yep, I'm with you, and it's not the most. What's the word? It doesn't inspire confidence, the roster per se, but they're not. This isn't a terrible roster, and bringing Miles Turner in, getting under the apron, I think is a. I mean, the Dame thing wasn't working. It wasn't working there. I almost the fact that they were like, look, we dropped the ball here. Let's cut bail while we can, and salvage this. I don't know, man. I still like Bobby Portis a lot.
He's still got some life left in those legs. I do not like Kyle Kuzma at all. There's been people in our comments. You don't want to say their name too many times because they may appear trying to get Kyle Kuzma on this Grizzlies team. Like My guy has that 0 stat line, right? Like cardio minutes, cardio Kuzma, if you want to call him that. I don't care for him in his game like at all. He'll have some flashes here and there, but Wayno's absolutely right. This Bucks team is going to be better than they are last year. I also really like Cole Anthony on this team. I think Cole Anthony can bring some steadying as a point guard. He can be that facilitator. He was a good point guard in Orlando. Like, he's a great teammate. He's a great guy. Like, I think he's going to be a great locker room fit alongside Giannis. And the more I talk about this, the more I'm talking myself into those plus 950 odds on FanDuel, man, that I am here for it. I like this team, this Bucks team, sneakily a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if their goal this offseason was to make moves to make Giannis happy and to make the team a viable option in the East, which I think they did, I'm gonna give them a B. Yeah, check. B minus, because they passed.
Yeah.
They passed.
They passed. Did they go out and make this team an instant finals contender? No. But did they make this team a good competitive team in what's a wide open Eastern Conference? Yeah, absolutely. I think that they are a solid contender. I think they're going to be a team that is going to be hard to really get a good gauge on because we had some up and down. Gary Trent had up and down year last year. Miles Turner was such a pumpkin in the playoffs, but he was great during the regular season. But if the stars align and everything lines up, the tea leaves are telling me that this could be a good Milwaukee Bucks team.
Yep, I agree with you. This could be never laughed in love. Let's we're gonna take a quick break. That's all the offseason, y'all. That's all. We've graded them all. If you want to go and bet these, which I know you're itching to over at FanDuel Sportsbook, these odds again, the Detroit Pistons are plus 700 to win the Central Division. The Milwaukee Bucks are plus 950 to win the Central Division. And the big one here, the Chicago Bulls, baby, plus 19,000 to win the division. Go over to FanDuel Sportsbook, place one of those bets. Don't place all of them. And we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more because there's just a lot of juice, a lot of meat left on the bone with these odds coming out right after this break.
Choking and token. The Mid-South's first cannabis-themed jiu-jitsu tournament.
August 16th at Midtown Krav Maga and Jiu-Jitsu.
At 1 p.m. 21 plus to compete or consume.
Consumption not required.
Ounce of Hope is licensed by the state of Tennessee. This is all 100% legal hemp products. Everything's good to go.
We'll have gi divisions.
No gi divisions.
Madison bracket, guaranteeing 4 matches per division, plus an absolute winner.
Each fighter receives an Ounce of Hope gift bag, and there's prizes for every winner.
Check out the link below to sign up.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
The NBA is a global game. Like, these people have televisions. They have social media. They know who Ja Morant is, bro. They know who all these guys. They know who Franz Wagner is. They know who these guys are, man. And it's crazy that, like, they always, how do you trade the global exposure? Like, bro, this is a global game. Like, the people in England and the people in Germany know about the Grizzlies.
Maybe the NBA is more forward thinking than we think. I genuinely wonder if it's legitimately just as easy as Paolo Banchero and Ja Morant are 2 faces of the league conversation guys who
2 guys that'll be Team USA
guys.
Whatever it is, man, don't take MLK game away from us, man. It's just like if the city of New Orleans is like, man, we want a Beyonce concert. Then say, okay, yeah, you can have a Beyonce concert, but we're taking Mardi Gras. Like, I want both of them. I don't want you to take nothing away, man. Like,
Check out the Anthony Sane Show, live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. only on the Blood City Media YouTube channel.
And we are back. Check them out, y'all. Ounce of Hope. Best cannabis company, best dispensary in the city. Promo code BLOVECITY will give you 15% off. Scan this QR code. It will take you to their website. We also have Trilogy Tattoo. They're awesome, y'all. You saw Kenny getting tatted up. I'm the closer that we get to choking and token. I got it right. To choking and token. I'm itching. I think I'm gonna get one just because it might be tiny, but I'm just excited. These are great sponsors. You know, they're great. The guys are great. They're good people and good companies. That's the thing.
As Cameron said, everything is good to go. Above board, it's good quality products that are tested, that are produced locally here in Memphis, then shipped out. Check out the seltzers. Check out the gummies. Both of them have been really great. Check out the marshmallow edible, 10 out of 10. Very much recommend. Sorry, Rice Krispie with the marshmallows and the Krispies, like a Rice Krispie treat. It's edible. Don't eat the whole thing at one time. Just nibble off the edges like I do. It's great. Helps you relax, helps you sleep. It's a great product. OunceOfHope.com, code BluffCity gets 15% off. Luke, we're super excited to partner with them. Trilogy Tattoo, get you a tattoo. FanDuel, we can help you sports bet. We got Grind City Brewing on board now.
Yeah.
Like, we are taking care of y'all here at Bluff City Media, putting you on all the good things that the city of Memphis has to offer. We are a Memphis-made business working with Memphis-made businesses, and we couldn't be more excited to partner with these cool organizations.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself, brother. Let's get back to it. We've got a little bit more. Speaking of FanDuel, they are going to be this. So retooling, one of our favorite segments around here. Retooling. We're still going to be around in its normal quantity. I don't know. It's going to be around new in its normal thing. But we are going to be doing a very special version of It's a Trap. It's a Trap. So for those of you first joining us, for those of you who have never seen the show before, we have a segment called It's a Trap.
Yeah.
Typically, I hit our contestant with a series of trivia questions, half are real, half are fake. He has to guess if they are real or it's a trap. We're going to tweak it a little bit because in honor of FanDuel, because FanDuel has got so much good stuff. So I'm going to hit our contestant with 3 odds, 3 wagers, 3 bets, as it were. 2 of these are real from FanDuel Sportsbook. They are pulled straight from the book, y'all. Ripped a page out. One of these, it's a trap. One of these it's a trap. Do not bet it. You won't be able to find it because it's a trap. It doesn't exist. It is up to our guest, our contestant, to just say which one is a trap. He doesn't have to guess. I mean, well, the process of elimination, he'll know which ones are real. But he just has to guess which one is a trap. I will give them to him, and then we will discuss them. Are you ready, sir?
Let's get it.
All right, today's topic, today's bet that we will be discussing is the 6th Man of the Year odds. All right, here are the odds. A, Nas Reed at plus 1,200. C, Krishan Yabusele at plus 1,500. Or B, Ty Jerome at plus 2,000.
So Nas Reed is typically one of the prime candidates. He's always a 6th Man of the Year type player. So I feel like that one's real. I like Ty Jerome. You said that was plus what, 2,000? Feels a little actually feels about right for his odds. And then Gershon Yabusele at plus 1,500. That feels a little high. I'm going to say that that's a trap.
I'm so bad at giving it away. You are right, sir.
Let's go.
No, I thought I could trick you. So, all right. So, Gershon Yabusele is on this list.
But that plus 1,500 is way too high.
He's plus 7,500.
Yeah.
His teammate, Jordan Clarkson for the New York Knicks, is plus 1,500.
Well, how about that?
Which that's what I found interesting. So we're gonna pull this up. We're gonna go through the NBA 6th Man of the Year odds. This is over at FanDuel Sportsbook, y'all. Go check them out because you can bet on everything. You can do awards, Rookie of the Year's on here, but 6th Man of the Year, we have Peyton Pritchard is the favorite, plus 490. DeAndre Hunter, plus 850. This is when Nas Reed. I think this is really good value for Nas Reed,
That's a good value for Nas Reed.
Plus 1,200.
You know he's going to be in the top 3 or 4 at the end of the year.
Exactly. Then you have Brad Beal at plus 1,400 for the Clippers.
That's interesting.
Yeah. You've got Jordan Clarkson at plus 1,500. And then you got Ty Jerome plus 2,000. These are the top six, I guess, odds in the 6 men of the year voting. But the Nas Reed and the Ty Jerome one were the two that I really liked or value. I didn't want to Beal here because I don't feel confident betting on Bradley Beal.
Not at all.
But, these are guys that are probably going to play a lot, probably going to play really well at their role.
Sure.
Both finished, I believe, in the top 3 in the voting last year. Nas Reed finished, didn't he win it the year before?
He did. Those are good odds. Plus 1,200 is good odds. Again, for those of you new to betting, it means you bet $100 on Nas Reed to be the 6 man of the year. You win 1,200, and so that's a solid bet. I might throw a little on him and Ty Jerome.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, FanDuel Sportsbook knows what they're doing over here, man. They're trying to help you make money, trying to help people like me make money who are notoriously bad and unlucky at gambling. But like, we know ball, we know how this works. Like the writing is on the wall in a good way for these guys to potentially win this award. Not Yabusele. That was a trap. Although you want plus 750 odds, like 7,500 odds for Yabu, and I like Yabusele.
I do too,
but
not that. I don't know that he's gonna be 6 man of the year. Like I think he's good, but he ain't 6 man of the year quite caliber yet.
I should have picked someone else. You sniffed that one out.
I did. As soon as you said Yabusele plus 1,500, I was like jeez.
I saw you smile, being like, "Well, I'll humor Luke," but you got it right, brother. That again was sponsored by FanDuel, y'all. It's a trap. It's named in honor of Admiral Akbar of the Rebel Alliance, Star Wars, almost Ole Miss mascot. He's the man. We're going to be bringing this back a lot. There's so many bets that we can look at, so many odds we can look at. Before we get out of here, though, brother, it is Friday. It is the weekend.
Weekend outlook.
The weekend outlook. What are you doing this weekend? You got any plans?
Not a lot this weekend. I finally am done with all things real estate. As soon as we leave studio today, I'm applying for my license. I fly out to Denver on Tuesday for training with my new job. So super excited about that. So hoping just kind of laying low. We're going to got to pack and kind of get ready for that. Although if you know me, I've already pretty much packed. I'm just getting Maggie to kind of give me some final tweaks on my outfits. Going to love on her this weekend, spend some time with her this weekend. She's been working super hard. She worked yesterday, works today. Looking forward to some quality downtime date night. Watching Stranger Things this weekend. We're just blowing through it. It's so good. It holds up so well, man. It was. We watched an episode last night on her couch, just kind of hanging out. So looking forward to a lovely weekend with my lady before I head out of town for work. So how about you?
Man, I'm actually soon as the show leaves, I'm getting in my car and I'm driving to Red River Gorge in Kentucky. It is I'm celebrating my soon to be Kyla's younger sister is getting married, and so it's soon to be my brother-in-law essentially is he's getting married to his bachelor parties this weekend. Nice. And we're just going to Red River Gorge. We're hiking, we're camping, we're rock climbing. The thing is, I'm old. He is his name's Ethan. Shout out Ethan. I know you're not watching. I love this kid. This kid and we're really, really close, but he's like at least 10, 11 years younger than me, 12. Yeah. And all of the other friends that are going to be there I'm going to be the old man on the trip. And I'm going to be the old man standing there like, sure seems real high. I don't know if my knees. I'm ready. I was talking to Kyla. I got my Advil. I got my Tums. I'm just like, I'm fully ready to come back to the show Monday and have to wheel myself on the camera because it's just
Make sure you take your water filtration as well. We don't want to drink any stream water and catch some bug. Like, come on, man. Come on.
My West Nile. Do I have to dig a hole to poop? I'm not that bad. I know how to camp. That's about the part I'm worried about. The part I'm worried about is these dudes are climbers. These are like these are the dudes that like only eat like the bars, and they're like all you can see their abs from like their neck down. And, you know, like that's what these kids are. And I'm just gonna be like, I acted this week, you know, like I'm just like, I'm going to be in for it. I'm excited. I can't wait for next weekend because I had a wedding last weekend. I got a bachelor party this weekend. I got a break. And then I got Token and I've already forgot it. I
Choking
got
and Token.
That one.
Yeah.
I've got a break.
That's my weekend this weekend. I've been going. It's my break this weekend. So, Luke, you can live vicariously through me. When you're dangling 35 feet up in the air, I want you to think about Rusty and Maggie sitting on her couch, reading, hanging out. That's the other thing. I'm going to actually read for fun this weekend because I started real estate school on June 28th. And I powered through it, got it done. But this weekend, I'm going to read for fun. I've been trying to read this daggone book for it's called The Buffalo Hunter. It's this cool story about this vampire Native American who was hunting buffalo hunters. Super cool, really cool storyline. I love scary movies or scary books. But I actually get to read for fun this weekend, and I can't wait, man.
You're a reader, and that's probably helpful you having to read.
Oh, it's been terrible.
Per month. Yeah.
Yes.
We might start a book club this summer.
Let's do it.
We might have instead of we might have Tuesdays, we might have
Bookworm Wednesdays.
That's why you're the man. That is gonna do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for everybody hanging out in the comments. Thank you to FanDuel. Thank you to Trilogy Tattoo. Thank you to oh my God,
Ounce of Hope, Midtown Krav Maga.
I was gonna say
Drown City Brewing. All of y'all.
All of y'all. The Krav Maga. I don't know what I was gonna call the Krav.
See this right here. All of y'all are welcome, but you got to act right.
That's right. All of y'all. And everybody have a good weekend. Stay safe. If we can leave you with anything today, remember these two things like we leave you with all. Oh, wait. You're going to be on at 11. I got to let you
11 o'clock today. Yeah, it's going to be a great special.
Today.
We're talking college football odds. We're talking NBA championship odds. Come hang out with the Bucks at 11 o'clock.
Heck yeah. And then go see Sane at 2, y'all. And remember, as you go about your day, remember these two things like we always leave you with. Remember to be a little weird, just a little bit. And remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.